Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Smart NFT podcast. I'm your host, Eugene CryptoMC from Envelop, and my guest today is Ruby Edelstein. He is lead engineer and co-founder at XP.network. And XP is a powerful NFT bridge connecting more than 30 EVM and non-EVM blockchains. And so you may notice that Envelop and XP are, I would say, so close ontological friends in Web3 because both projects are related to non-fungible tokens and multi-chainity as well. So Ruby, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you for having me, Eugene. I'm happy to be here.
Well, so first of all, let me give a short gratitude. I noticed that the trailer on your YouTube channel was shot at the famous location at the Bridge of Peace in Tbilisi, Georgia. Amazing country. I have a lot of friends there. I visited a lot. I walked on this bridge. So it is remarkable that your team used this famous location to illustrate, as I understand, the main idea of how XP works. It's like a bridge who peacefully connects chains. So my Georgian friends and Web3 who deal with NFT, please pay a specific attention to guys, the amazing guys from XP Network. Invite them in Georgia, and these are amazing. So listen to our conversation. I think it is a great, not marketing, great soul-bound, I would say, soul-bound marketing relations. Well, Ruby, let's start with the main idea of XP. How you came to the idea of XP and what market problems it aims to solve?
Yes, so back in 2021, there was the rise of the NFTs. It was everywhere. Everybody was excited about NFTs. A lot of new marketplaces coming up, in different chains. You had it on Ethereum. Also, BSC started coming up as well. BSC was like a very, very small chain back then. And it was starting to come up. And we saw a lot of marketplaces, a lot of liquidity scattered around. And we saw these, token bridges, these ERC20 bridges that, you can transfer, tokens and coins. So the way we started it, we launched it on Polkadot. Actually, we launched the bridge on Polkadot, and we tried to make some sort of a smart way to connect NFTs on Polkadot. And we also had some contact with Elrond, the guys from Elrond. Now it's called Multiverse X. And we basically built the first NFT bridge from Polkadot to Elrond. Yeah, so this is how the idea started. The problem we tried to solve, it was basically, exactly like what the ERC20 is trying to resolve, right? You have liquidity, on chain A, and then you have it on chain B, and you connect liquidity between chains.
Definitely, it's quite simple. I think everybody, if our sophisticated users, experienced users, do understand how a bridge works. But could you please briefly explain for, I would say, non-bridgers, how this bridge works technically? And by the way, you have, apart from bridge, you have 6 on-chain products. Could you please briefly describe what they are?
Yes, so we have 6 currently mainnet live products. I mean, they're all connected to the bridge eventually. They're all small satellites on the bridge, but each product, it's a world of its own. So we have the main thing, which is the bridge. Yeah, we have the validators, all of these things that surround the bridge, validator, smart contracts of the bridge. And we also have the bridge explorer, which is basically, Etherscan for our bridge, where you can come and see all of the transactions, the total value locked, which is currently 2 million. And when you transfer NFT, you can go there and you can check the status of your NFT. We also have, we've encountered, when you interact with different projects, you see that we saw that people want to become multi-chain, right? So in the beginning, there was like this complex way to use our bridge, and we decided to just make it simple, right? So we came up with this product that's called the XPJS. It's an NPM library. It's a very simple way to become, multi-chain using code, right? You just, you come in, you NPM install. If it means anything to you, you just install the package and a few lines of codes, and like immediately, you're multi-chain, right? This is one of the products. And we also developed another way, even simpler way to become a multi-chain, which is almost like Wix or Shopify. Have you ever tried, all these web development kits that you come in and, you change some colors and stuff like that. So yeah, you come in, you design, you choose color of the buttons, you choose the chains you want, the standards, all of these things. And, you copy iframe or, WebView, and you put it in your Android app, iOS, whatever website. And poof, just like that, you are multi-chain. We also have a token bridge, which is currently not mainnet. It's a way to transfer tokens from, it is mainnet, but it's currently not live. I mean, it's not live. It's a way to transfer basically tokens from EVM to Algorand. And yeah, these are the products that XP Network has developed.
Well, Tifli, I'd love to ask you about multi-chainity. How many chains have you integrated as well? And your thoughts, is multi-chainity of the ecosystem, is it generally good or generally bad for Web3 ecosystem? Maybe we're wasting resources for building new chains which are doomed to die since the day one.
Yeah, so right now we currently have 32 chains integrated, 10 non-EVMs. Every non-EVM is a big project. Yeah, I myself believe that chains will always appear because it's like the internet. It's like a new thing. It's like a blockchain is like an internet supplier, right? You always have these internet suppliers, and they're always going to be a couple, right? So every season of the market, we see new chains coming up, and the good ones stay. Like Solana has appeared, and it's currently staying strong. It's a non-EVM. It has its own kinks and things. And on the other hand, we also have, chains like Sui and Aptos, which are also non-EVMs, and they also, they popped up on the last season, and they're still here, right? They're looking here to stay. These are the new non-EVM chains. And yeah, regarding the bridge, I think when chains die, we had a chain we were connected to. I won't name it, but yeah, they had a big hack. And the chain, it was basically, that's it. Everybody lost their trust. Once the chain is hacked, that's it. It's over, man. It's game over. Once you're hacked, it's like game over for you. And people were trying to get out, right? So we assisted these people, by transferring their collections to any chain that we are currently connected to. And we also connected to chains that they ask from us, just so we can help these people because they need to, they lost their community, their people were, they're like running away from that blockchain. So yeah, sometimes you connect to chains that are, they don't have any community. And sometimes you connect to, strong chains that add liquidity to other chains, and they also receive liquidity from different chains. So yeah, it's like a give and take game of some sort.
Yeah, really. My tech guys, team members, I'm not technical, so I'm just a media host, but nonetheless, they helped me to create a specific, I would say, targeted questions for our tech-savvy audience. So I will deal with my questions with them. So first question they asked, when building an NFT bridge, are there any specific features to consider when organizing a network of validators?
Yeah, when you connect to a new non-EVM chain, this is something that you really need to consider, right? The first thing that you need to look into is you need to look into their standard. The first thing, yeah, you need to see what is the standard, what are the main keys of it, because when you come in from a different chain, it has it's like a certain language, and you need like to translate it to this new language, right, in this new chain. So this is the number one priority, first thing, okay, just to understand like what is going on. The second thing is you're coming in and you're developing in a whole new language. Yes, so there's a whole new language that you're developing in. And you need to really look into this language, because some of these languages, they were built by a team, very competent teams, yeah. But from my experience, there are always holes and there are always things to be careful of, yeah, to watch out. Not many projects are like Solidity, which is running, I think, for almost 10 years now. It's been running for a very long time. It's open source. It's been looked on by so many great minds, and yeah, it improved. Yeah, Solidity had many holes, and it still has, but it continues to improve. And these languages, these new languages, they're fresh. It's fresh stuff. So you need to look into it. You need to see the holes, to find it. It's to study the language. It takes months to do this. So every new chain, every new non-EVM, you need to study the language. This is the main important thing. And also you definitely need to see what is there, because as a validator, you query a lot of data. Yeah, so you need to also look into that, into the RPCs, to see any limitations. Do we need to launch our own node? So, we're running our own nodes from many chains. This is also something that we consider. Yeah, so these are the main three things that I think that people need to reconsider: the NFT standard, the smart contract language, and the RPCs, availabilities, and the data that you can get from them.
Well, that's why you, as with others, you integrated such as Near, Secret, and Cardano. These are which are non-EVMs now. But for example, Bitcoin, Stargaze, and many other networks are not integrated. So, which network parameters you primarily focus? So you notice could this once again related to this non-EVM chains. How do you choose from non-EVM? I realize that you love EVM most than non-EVM because non-EVM chain, everything, it's like a difficult word, but from non-EVM chains, how do you choose what non-EVM to integrate, what non-EVM not to integrate?
Yeah, I personally like any chain. It doesn't matter to me. I love any challenge. I love these challenges to come in and experience these new chains. It's amazing to me. Of course, integrating an EVM chain is very simple. Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes they like to do some changes which are very, very difficult to handle. But yeah, what we mainly look at is the need of the chain. Some chains, they really want to integrate NFTs, start an NFT community, to start an NFT movement in their chain. So this is something we help, accommodate. When you connect the bridge, you start, to bring in new people, new communities, new chains to their ecosystem, which is something that they're looking for. And second is, a very active chain within a big NFT community. This is something that you also integrate, because it means you have a lot of NFT projects that are, are active, and they're looking, for also more liquidity, more opportunities. These collections from big chains, they have a lot of competitions. Yeah, there's a lot of competitions. There's a lot of other collections fighting for the main spot to be the number one. But when you're a medium-sized collection in a big chain, if you move to a smaller chain, you have a very big spotlight on you there. There's a lot of opportunity in that. So this is something we're also considering. Sometimes we have big collections reaching out to us. They want to move to a smaller chain. They want to move to a couple of small chains. This happened to us, from Tezos. We had a collection that moved, to Polygon, to Solana when it was back a couple of years ago, when it was a lot smaller. Now it's, it's a lot of meme oriented. But yeah, these are like the main parameters that we seek. You look for you look for a big chain. Two, a small chain with no NFT community. Or, you get contacted by a project that wants to be connected to smaller chain or bigger chain.
Well, I have realized how many things have you learned while integrating. While you were answering, I remember I saw the picture of sort of map of chains where different chains were represented like continents or islands and the world ocean. So Ethereum and small chains. And I realized that you are sort of geographical travelers within these islands. So when you discover a big continent, like say North America, these are Ethereum, or very little island, like I would say any chain. So this is very interesting to explore this. That's why you are creating the ecosystem of Web3. It's mentioned on your website. So you create a global ecosystem of users. Could you please explain why do you need yourself or your ecosystem, aren't you satisfied with the existing Web3 ecosystem? Why to build ecosystem in ecosystem?
Yeah, this is an interesting question. What we're trying to create is basically a way so you can simply move assets across chains. Yeah, you have all of these chains, right? Like you just mentioned, you know, like North America, which is big. You know, North America wasn't big back then. Yeah, you know, they came from London, from Europe, and they made it big.
Yeah.
So it's like they came from a big chain to a small chain, and they made it a big chain. Yeah. So bottom line, I've mentioned it in a previous answer, but I'll repeat it because I think it's important. Chains, they come and go, yeah. Also, NFT collections come and go, right? But
Definitely.
some NFT collections and projects, they want to stay and they want to fight, yeah. So when they have the opportunity to be able to move across many chains, you know, it gives them, you know, freedom of liquidity. You know, the liquidity, you know, goes freely across anywhere. It's not locked in a single place. This is why I think the future is multi-chain. It's very important because chains will change eventually. You know, we always see this change, we always see it happening, and it's very important to be able to, you know, access liquidity across everywhere. That it's not just, you know, simply locked in a single place. So this is why I think it's important to have an ecosystem within an ecosystem.
So being a part of your ecosystem doesn't mean to be related to non-fungible tokens in your architecture project or being on any chain that you have already supported. What does it mean to be the part of XP network ecosystem? Some clean criteria.
Yeah, first thing, everybody's welcome. Yeah, you know, it's you know, everybody is welcome to join. You know, we're very welcoming. We love talking to people. We love meeting. We love to you know, to connect. So there are no main criteria. You know, you can just be a regular person. You can send me a message. I'll answer. You know, it's everything is good. But you know, in order to use the bridge, you must be an NFT because the bridge eventually is an NFT bridge. If you need to be associated with a chain that we are already connected, not necessarily. Because if there's enough need, we will be there to answer that need. Yeah, we will answer your need. If you need to move from a chain we're not connected to, we will connect with that chain and help you. Yeah. Our main goal is, you know, to have as many transactions as possible and to connect, you know, to connect people, you know, to connect people to liquidity, to connect projects to chains, to, you know, to help move NFTs and make your project multi-chain. You know, we will assist you with whatever you want. You want to connect XPJS, we'll help you. You want to connect, you know, the bridge widget, we will help you. It's no problem. You know, we are here. There's no criteria. You know, the door is always open. I'm always smiling. I'm always happy to, you know, to meet anyone. Our business development team is always happy to meet anyone. And yeah, this is pretty much there are no criteria. Zero criteria.
Well, let's put it simple. If you have NFTs on any chain and you want to move this NFT to any other good chain, so you may go to and use XP Bridge. Absolutely very simple, like one bank of river and another bank of river with water middle of the bridge connects. Very absolutely simple and metaphor bridge. I love it more. You have already supported more than five NFT standards within networks. Are there any plans to add new standards where we personally explore different standards on a regular basis? So we are very interested in different standards exploring. So if yes, which ones do you consider to integrate the next?
Yeah, right now we are we've been adding a lot of chains in the recent years. So, and we are currently working on developing the decentralized bridge. So we're actually adding a lot of the old standards, you know, that we added to that decentralized bridge. It's a whole new process. Building a decentralized project is extremely complex, but yeah, we're definitely always open and available to adding new chains. And actually, I think in our roadmap, the next chains that we have are EVM chains mostly. And we recently, the last chain that we added was a non-EVM chain, which was Casper. So we added their standard to our bridge, which was a big task. You know, it was a long project that took a long time with their team. You know, we found things that they needed to add. You know, it was a really combined effort of the teams. I really loved it. You know, it was great meeting the team as well in Barcelona. We flew there, we met with the team. And yeah, this was the recent standard that we've added, which is Casper. Yeah.
Oh, our team was pretty excited with your documentation. It was absolutely wonderful for them. They deliver you much respect for that, because your documentation, which is available on your website, provides an excellent overview of security and NFT attacks. And we are too related to this specific issue as well in Envelop. So do you track trends about these attacks? Is the frequency of attacks changes over time? Which attacks are the most common recently? So anything you want to share about this NFT attacks, I would say.
Yeah, first thing, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I look at is, you know, cyber attacks. I look at the recent attacks always. You know, I'm always excited to see new attacks. I mean, I'm not happy that they happen. I just want to know what happened, right? How did it happen? So it won't happen to us. You know, touch wood. We've been running for over 3 years now. Nothing happened. Everything is safe. We always track everything. We continuously test. I mean, I take security, you know, it's like the most important thing ever in blockchain. You're handling people's money. There is huge responsibility in that. I take it very, very seriously. It's extremely important. I think the most dangerous attacks, I've read some, you know, really, really, you know, creative ways that people were doing, you know, people were going, you know, in such creative ways. I won't start, you know, to talk about it because I can talk about it for like, you know, 10 hours with you. But the most important way to get hacked and the most important thing to watch out from is social engineering. You need to watch out from phishing, from people contacting you, from phone calls, all of these things. People, it sounds like, you know, it won't happen to me. It's how did they fool them? You know, you work after, you know, let's say you finish your day, you know, 9-10 p.m. You log into your email, you're tired, you don't really, you know, you're not even yourself, you need to sleep, but you go into the email and you see some email and you just click it, you know, you don't even, I don't go into my email after 6 p.m. You know, it's a rule. You cannot mess with these things. It's dangerous. Okay, I've heard about some insane things that happened. You know, people lost tens of millions of dollars. You know, people I know personally, man, it was devastating to hear it. Terrible. Social engineering is something to look out from. It is the #1 cause of hacking, right? Everywhere, especially blockchain. People pretending to be other people pretending to be Binance, pretending to be MEXC, pretending to be your friends, people from Google. You need to always be careful and watch out. This is the most dangerous aspect of hacking is social engineering. And yeah, at XP Network, we continuously do pen testing. We continuously look in our smart contracts, because this is also a big reason of hacking. And yeah, so #1 priority, let me just recount it for anybody who's listening. It's very important. You know, watch social engineering, watch who you're talking to, watch who's emailing you, open up the email, see that the email is actually from a valid domain. And also think if it's an email that will they send this email to me? Why would they send it to me? And if you get like a reset password email as well, just go to the main website and reset from there, not from the email. And #2, smart contracts. Yeah, this is also a big issue, but we at XP Network, we have it covered. We have some of the best smart contract developers. You know, we audit all of our contracts. We look into it. We learn the languages. We see all the holes. We, you know, consult with other people. We do audits, but the main important part is to consult other individuals, you know, non-paid individual, to consult with them as well, you know, have a good closed network of professionals that, you know, look out for you as well. Give them access to the code to look at. And yeah, this is what I think are the trends of getting hacked or getting, you know, losing your funds on the blockchain world.
Well, thank you for this extremely useful recommendation, because social engineering and getting hacked by sending suspicious emails is workable tactics for years, and repeats and again and again. And thank you. We need to stop. We need not to stop to remind about that every time. And by the way, Ruby, maybe you track the type of NFT, because different types of NFT exist. First of all, we call NFT 1.0 dump NFT related to picture, the NFT of the first generation, and Envelop in particular is related to concept of smart NFT or programmable NFT 2.0. We call them NFT with fungible collateral inside, different smart features, and so on and so forth. So you may be familiar with the concept. So if you track the types of NFT, do you let me ask you, do you find this concept of smart NFT with collateral inside, with different set of features, useful for the ecosystem, and how exactly, if you do?
I think that if you take a technology and you look to improving it, it can be, you know, either bad or good. Yeah. So I think when people experiment with this NFT concept, you know, there's so many things to do with it, right? We've only seen like the beginning of it. Yeah, we're just in the start. You know, this I think the art is amazing. I love all of this art that happened, but I think it's just, you know, it's just the beginning. You can do so many things with it. You know, that I can't even think about it. You know, who would have thought about this? You know, all these art, these, you know, these randomized collections. You know, it really took the world, this thing. You know, it was like a big wave. Whoosh, everybody was, you know, swept after it for a couple of years. And I think if you let people, you know, be innovative, you know, supportive and do what they want, I think it's good. Yeah, but again, like I said before, when the smart contract becomes big and complicated, you need to audit it, you need to look into it, you need to get professionals to read the code to see what's happening. It can be a downfall. But yeah, I believe that any improvement could be good. You know, it doesn't mean necessarily that it's good, but if it's something innovative and new, it could definitely sweep up some people after it, create an echo. And yeah, I believe people should just, you know, do what they think and, you know, just go for it. And yeah, this
Absolutely.
is my thought.
This how a free ecosystem works. By the way, I noticed that your marketing team works remarkable. It's excellent. I was so excited to look at your marketing, and I especially noted, as the media has said, you love AMA formats of talking. So you did more than 130 AMAs, which are available on YouTube channel. I kindly invite everybody to go there and to listen there. Why your marketing team, which you are part of, so love AMAs to talk to people? And the second part of the question, how to get featured on AMA, how to join to interview and to talk with you, to collaborate in the format of AMA. Is it possible for any project?
Any project can reach out to our team and you know, schedule an AMA with us. I personally love talking to people. I think AMAs are great. You know, you connect with individuals, you connect with people who, you know, have, you know, certain questions, certain needs. You know, you brainstorm with guys live, you know, in front of many people. It's great just to talk, to be out there and speak. I think it's an incredible platform. You know, the spaces on X, I love it. I think it's a very, very good judgment call on their team to do it, because it's a very great thing to do. And yeah, I think that when you're out there and you're talking to people, you know, you create opportunities and you create new connections. You know, you meet this guy, you know, later, you know, these guys, I've been talking to them, you know, we talk later, we meet. Yeah, suddenly I see him, you know, over there, over here, you know, yeah, I know you, hey, you the guy, you that guy. And yeah, it's an incredible platform just to sit there and talk to people. You create new opportunities, new things happen. It's amazing. Yeah, anybody can reach out to us, you know, go to Telegram, send a message, you know, I want to do AMA with Ruby, I want to do whatever, you know, with anybody from the team will jump on an AMA. anybody from the team, not only me, anybody from the team will jump on the name and talk, even if they're a bit scared to get in front of the camera and speak, no problem. Everybody will do it. XP Network is an open communication platform as well, with the team, and you can talk to anybody, anybody. Feel free to do it.
Excellent. So such an openness is very, very brilliant for again, because we are collaborators. We built this industry for 15 years already, but we're still in the beginning. And finally, to wrap up our episodes, tell us about your plans till the end of 2024, for a month left until the end. What resources maybe would you like to acquire for that? So make any call to actions to people, to money, to talents, to whatever you like for completing your goals to the end of 2024.
Yeah, so this year, our main goal is to create utility for the XPNet token, right? This is something that I find very important, and the team finds very important to do. So our current main goal for this year is to complete the decentralized bridge and open the validator program, which is to onboard people that of our choosing, to be the first validators of the bridge. As you know, a decentralized bridge, the only protection you got is the validators. Yeah, so the people who will validate it, that's the security. So it's something that we need to see the first people to become validators. They need to come through us, they need to be validated by us, and then we just release it, to the public. Anybody will be able to come in. But the first thing is the validator program, have people sign up and join and become validators. And secondly, it's XP Rush. It's a PvP multi-player game, also multi-chain game, but a multiplayer game mostly, where you can come in and create your character and use the bridge as well inside the game. This is something that we were hoping that games will do. So we decided, to pick up the glove and do it for us, because we wanted it to happen, and also to show other people their use case, that it's actually working and people enjoy it, which will utilize XPNet in a great way. So there are many things that happened this year, but the two big ones is the decentralized bridge and the validator program, which will come up in the next couple of weeks. And the XP Rush game, which is a multiplayer PvP game, multi-chain PvP game, with a great XPNet utility. Also, the validator program will also utilize the XPNet token as well.
Yeah, it is very amazing to hear your plans. So I think we've delivered a lot of useful stuff for all the multi-chain lovers, for all the NFT smart or not so smart NFT fans from different chains. So if you have any NFT on any chains and you want to move another chain to be an island traveler in this map of chains, so you must pay your attention on XP Network if you haven't done it yet. So just look on Ruby's smile and his openness, and why not to join his next IMA. So Ruby Edelstein has been my guest today on this episode of the smartNFT podcast, brought to you by Envelop, which is always NFT protocol and multi-chain. He's lead engineer and founder of XP Network. Needless to say that you may find the link on their very simple website, xp.network, and the description. Go there, listen to the AMAs, read the documentations, explore their use cases on different chains, and dive into this world of multi-chainity NFT, which XP Open XP team has created for as well, like great contributors for all the Web3 ecosystem. I'm absolutely excited, Ruby, to have you on our podcast. I think we must join your next AMA. We'll discuss later behind this episode. So thank you very much for joining us today. Guys, please like, share this episode, subscribe, and join the ecosystem. And why not to be part of XP Network ecosystem if you are related to, if you fill the criteria we have discussed it. Quite simple, chains and NFTs. So thank you very much for watching, listening, and bye-bye. Blockchain. B-L-O-C-K chain. Digital money, smart contracts, NFT, IDO, decentralization, transparency. So many opportunities, but so many challenges. Some financial manipulators, by their actions, confuse blockchain solutions and block their development. The idea that the blockchain should bring copyright and royalties protection to the next level is quite old, but the realizations of these ideas are not perfect at all. There is another problem of determining the value of a particular cryptocurrency or NFT. These and other problems need to be solved. Fortunately, the blockchain infrastructure is evolving. My name is E, Mr. E, and I represent the Envelop project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelop is another step in the development of crypto technologies, the protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelop protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelop has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelop. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelop expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Wide application possibilities are achieved due to the fact that, in addition to the protocol, the project includes a number of subsystems. The protocol provides functions wrapping and unwrapping. Oracle Mechanics provides asset valuation using analytical algorithms. Index provides a summary assessment of several NFT assets with the common criteria. The project has its own token, which connects all elements of the system. Altogether, this is Envelop, a tool in the blockchain world for building modern and secure systems in various fields. Find more info about the project on the website. Envelop. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.